was never really looking for like religion. And then when this kind of just came into my lap, I fell in love with it, because it not only answers all of the basic things, like how do we eliminate, racism or poverty or whatever, but it also gives me so much more sense of my place in the world.
Will is a Canadian of European origin who knew nothing about Islam other than the stereotype that Islam and terrorism are related. He converted to Islam during his journey in discovering the religion. Along with his wife Sana, he now educates Canadians about Islam and the dangers of Islamophobia in Canada.
My only interaction with Islam was when 9/11 happened. And that's literally the first time I'd ever even heard of Muslims. And then obviously from that point, it was always in the news, but it was never in the news for a good.
While the vast majority of global violence is not committed by Muslims, somehow the stereotype of the Muslim terrorist lives on. In the media, acts of violence committed by Muslims are covered disproportionately and differently, which ensures that the image of the Muslim terrorist persists.
Did you know that most of the victims of terrorism are actually Muslim?
The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "Do not be extreme in your religion."
The Quran says, "You shall not kill any person because God has made life sacred."
So don't judge Muslims based on what you see on TV.
Because we're actually pretty cool people.
Yeah.
This is what led Will and his wife Sana to educate Canadians on misconceptions about Muslims and Islam through their TikTok videos.
Initially, when we first started making videos on TikTok, it was just me and him making jokes about each other, and we would talk about our mixed culture. And then people started asking questions like, "What is that called? What is that thing called on your head?" Like a simple thing like hijab. What is hijab? And then even sometimes people would ask questions like, "Can you go swimming with that?" Or "Who can see your hair?" But then as people started asking questions, we're like, you know what? We should use this platform to educate people.
Ramadan, which means that I can't eat or drink anything for a month.
What?
TikTok is a great place. It can be a great place for education. And that's kind of where we went with it. We wanted to be able to educate people about the religion of Islam, to humanize Muslims, to show the world that we're not as bad as what you see on TV.
Stranger.
For CityNews, Naima Zloom, Toronto.